Did you think that making money on Etsy would be easy? Because I did. And I made over 26,000 sales and eventually generated over $1 million in profit. And it was such a grind. I really wish I could have done things smarter to speed up my results. So to help you hit your Etsy goals 10 times faster than I did, here are 7 harsh truths about Etsy that I wish I knew when I started. Let's start with tip number 1, which is what I consider to be a game changer for starting your shop. And this is realizing that you already have skills that you can monetize on Etsy. If I had tried to come up with an idea of what to sell on Etsy, it would have taken me months or years to even think of that thing. And I probably would have talked myself out of my ideas multiple times. So instead, I just started with what I had right in front of me. And it was the product, the skill, the thing that I had already done before. So for me, it was a floral letter from my wedding. I figured that if I sold it, then I would figure out what to do to make one again. So I ask you, what is your skill, or what have you done or made? Maybe you've made a spreadsheet. Maybe you've made a checklist. Maybe you've made a school flyer. Maybe a birthday invitation. Maybe a family reunion t-shirt. Maybe you've designed art for your walls. Maybe you've made a bracelet. Maybe you've been playing with AI wallpapers. So what things have you made? And you can literally repurpose that into an Etsy listing. Or, this is on the flip side, what is your expertise? What is your skill set? What do you know? What advice can you give? What are you more educated than others on? You can also monetize your knowledge and your expertise on Etsy as well. Think about anything that you could sell on Fiverr or Upwork. Maybe it's web design. People sell therapy, they sell consulting on Etsy, they sell coaching on Etsy. So comment below with the thing that you've done before or what your knowledge is that you could possibly monetize. But just starting with what is in front of you means nothing unless you know the harsh truth about Etsy SEO. And this is that SEO is meant to be functional, not pretty. So many people think you need these pretty little titles and flowery descriptions, and then your items will sell. Well, the truth is that pretty titles typically don't perform better than functional titles, and flowery descriptions definitely don't convert better than optimized descriptions. What I've found after working with 4,000 Etsy sellers is that you might be treating your listing elements like an ad, where you are trying to make someone like your thing. However, there isn't a chance for them to like it if you forget the essential elements of SEO to get found in the first place. So prioritize functional SEO versus trying to make pretty, eloquent titles and descriptions. SEO placements, these are not the times to be cute. And remember, 3rd grade level language is key, and this is how people search. For example, this listing here says 20-ounce mushroom sublimation tumblers, choose your design, free shipping. This is a straight up ad. Who knows they are looking for 20 ounce? That would be very, very specific. When you search for a new tumbler, you don't start with the ounces. Mushroom sublimation. Does the person who is buying this know that they want sublimation? What % of the world understands what sublimation is? Let me ask ChatGPT. What % of the world? Okay, ChatGPT estimates that 1 to 5% of the global population may have some familiarity with what sublimation is. Okay, 1 to 5% of people have an idea of what it is. They're never going to be typing that in. Free shipping, that is a feature you can add into the listing, but it's not something that you want to be leading with your SEO. So instead, you might want something like retro mushroom tumbler, stainless steel skinny tumbler with straw, colorful mushroom lover gift. Okay, because here you're getting these long tail keywords. Retro mushroom tumbler, tumbler stainless steel skinny tumbler with straw, and colorful mushroom lover gift. This now maximizes the number of unique long tail keywords. Okay, so SEO is important, but this next harsh truth is something that most people are completely disillusioned by. And this is that you cannot wait for sales. Instead, you must drive hot leads to your listings if you are serious about scaling fast.
Can I do a video too?
Yeah, you can do a video. Come sit with me. All right, we have a friend. So this means that you are getting your product in front of people who are not on Etsy. I'm talking talking about people who would be your actual customers, but you're finding them in places that are not on Etsy. So this could be through social media like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or even Pinterest. The easiest thing to do would be, if you have a Facebook or Instagram following, is setting up a ManyChat automation. Okay. Do you know what ManyChat is? No. Okay. ManyChat is an amazing tool if you already have an existing following to handle really lead generation and driving them directly to your product pages. Basically, with ManyChat, you can create a post and you can say, comment below trend if you want access to the top spring trend that we are launching in our shop this week. And then basically ManyChat DMs them the link. Now, I would only do that if you have a following. If you don't have a following, then I would recommend following our strategy that grows your followers by leveraging the audience of your competition. So these are actual followers who shop with your competition, which means they would likely shop with you as well. And then from that point, you're going to drive them to Etsy with two things. And this is strategic discounts. And number two, the drop model, which is a launch strategy for new listings that creates urgency and scarcity.
Can I get on bed?
Yes, but you have to be quiet and don't spill the water, okay?
Okay.
Now, it's great if you get the traffic, but most people overlook this harsh truth about how to convert that traffic. And it's that you might have a cheap looking brand that drives away your customers. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen a great product completely ruined by cheap branding. Branding is the associations that people make with your shop and with purchasing from your shop. So let's say you have a beautiful wall art listing and it's in a shop that looks like it's straight from 2017. Then people will associate your shop and your listing with an outdated style. So if you're not experienced in branding, or if you've accidentally thought that branding was just your logo and your colors, then there's a lot of work to do. Or maybe you just picked your favorite colors and you thought, okay, here's my brand, here's my branding, then we might have an issue. You would likely benefit from a brand refresh, which is really just all about the vibe and associations that you want people to have with your company. All of those things give a huge return on the effort that you put into your branding. Now, along with branding, the next harsh truth is one that highlights how your personal preferences might be your own worst enemy on Etsy. The truth is that you should not only sell things you like. Your shop is not a vision board or inspiration board for your life. Okay, if you want to appeal to buyers, we have to appeal to what they are attracted to. I had one thing in the shop that I liked, the floral letter, and then everything else in the shop from that point on really ended up being something that I would actually not purchase myself. I would not put that in my home. Very like over the top, huge flower walls, like $600 name signs. I'm way more minimalist than my shop. So if you knew me and you saw my shop, you would think, wow, I can't believe that's her. So if you are creating designs and products without verifying product market fit, which is basically ensuring that there is a profitable customer for that product before you put it in your shop, then you are missing a huge opportunity. This skill is something you must master. And I encourage you to stop making a shop just filled with things that only you like, and instead create your product mix for your ideal customer instead of yourself. But this next harsh truth will make you a lot more money if you can embrace it. If you stop selling frivolous items and start focusing on solutions to problems. The easy way to figure out what solutions are is by asking yourself 4 questions when you're thinking about your products. Does this help someone save time? Does this help someone make money? Does this help someone save money? Or number 4, does this solve a pain point? If the answer is not yes to one of these, and if you're a newer shop, I would think twice about selling that product. You might be thinking, I'm selling print-on-demand ornaments. How does this help someone save time or make money? You are providing a solution to a problem. Ornaments are classic gifts for people who are hard to shop for. This will save your customer time from having to go and browse in person and looking around. It'll save them money as well, because time is money, and it solves a pain point, because giving a gift to someone where you don't know what to get them, that is painful. Let's talk about a website template, maybe WordPress, Show It, something like that. Does this save someone time? Absolutely, because then they're not making themselves if they're purchasing a template. Save someone money, because the alternative might be hiring an expensive web designer, and it helps them make money. It helps them generate leads and customers. Now, all of these harsh truths are important, but this this final one contributed to my success on Etsy more than anything else, and it was having a shop that relied on an influencer-based product development strategy. And this was instead of looking to Etsy for product ideas and then trying to sell what other people were selling. There is a great strategy for product development that relies on the influencer market instead of the Etsy market. And one thing to remember is the Etsy market will put you into a reactive mode on your back foot because Etsy is 6 to 8 months too late on trends. The truth is, you really do have to pay attention to the market outside of Etsy in order to become a market leader on the platform. The best way to become a market leader is to bring those things that are outside of Etsy to the Etsy platform and to execute with excellence from the beginning. This strategy worked so well for me. All of my best sellers came directly from this influencer product development strategy. This strategy worked 8 years ago, it worked 5 years ago, it worked 1 year ago, and it's still working today, this month, for our clients. Now, earlier I mentioned how it's important to target profitable customers with products that have product market fit. If you want to see 12 trends that target profitable customers this year, you'll want to check out this next video where I covered the top 12 newest trends for Etsy. Go check it out.